everybody, I'm Cannon, and welcome to my review of Among Us. I'm going to give you my quick opinions on the game. First of all, the gameplay. How does it work? You vote someone when they're killed pressing the report button. At first, funnily enough, I used to think that report button reported the player and kicked them out. There's actually a separate button for that, which I may talk about later, but that button totally is important because without you knowing, you might look suspicious or sus, as we say in Among Us, if you don't report a body straight away. But you might want to not seem too suspicious while saying it because the imposter can also report bodies. They're the one who killed them, so they could report the bodies. Also, the imposter can do a lot of sneaky things like going in vents and hiding from you in the vents. They can stay in the vent for as long as they'd like, but if you can't find them, there's also security cameras and other things. Kind of gives me 5 Nights at Freddy's vibes. But when a body is found or the emergency meeting button you press, it makes it so you can vote out the imposter and find out who they really are. Of course, it usually tells you, oh, red was not the imposter, blue was not the imposter. Very important gameplay-wise. Now, you may be asking me, Cannon, why? How do you not look suspicious? Well, it's quite easy, actually. Just a little bit of gameplay tip before we go on to more review. I just definitely think you have to, know who you are and not seem too laid back about it, maybe a little, and just don't seem really, evil or anything, or just don't, That's kind of what you want to do, and it's very easy to look suspicious in Among Us. But as the imposter, you want to do your best to lie. Trust me, I'm a terrible liar in real life, but funny thing, I'm great at lying in the game because my skill of being able to type, because typing lying is different than actually lying. I mean, it's an easier skill to master. Alright? So, yeah. Next thing we're going on to is, obviously, how's the community? The community, I will say, is a mixed bag, if you know what I mean. I've definitely come across players with inappropriate names, and most of the time can censor them, or Among Us will automatically censor them, but most of the time I've noticed it doesn't work, so sometimes they can bypass it, so you gotta be careful of that. The community is quite huge right now as I'm recording this, but if anyone's noticed, the community might be thinning down a little more, but it's definitely lived longer than a very similar looking game, but it's different, way different game. I might review that one day. But Among Us, I mean, they have some really toxic people in the community, I will admit, but that's every community ever. I mean, Among Us is no different than Roblox, another game I might play and review at this channel, because it's definitely a game I'm interested in. Well, thank you so much. The game costs $5 on Steam, and you will be able to buy it in a link I will provide in the description. Have a great day.